Hello everyone, welcome to Couch Potato. Today we have with us another guest, Somnath Padi. Hello sir, hello. He's also a stand-up comedian.
Hi man. Hi guys.
Hi, man.
Yeah, he's also a stand-up comedian from the Bangalore circuit, originally from Odisha, obviously. So, hello sir, how are you doing?
I'm good man. How are you guys?
We're good.
Surviving the pandemic.
Yeah, everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been doing Zoom shows regularly, or have you been avoiding Zoom shows?
Like in the first wave, because after May, we decided that this is gonna last for a while. So हम लोगों ने start कर दिया Zoom shows, but because हम लोगों ने October में resume किया था live show, and from October till April first week. It was like क्योंकि वो 5 महीने लोग आए नहीं थे तो we were getting good audience and it was so exciting. Daily shows हो रहे हैं कोई all like very rarely from November shows cancel हुए हैं very rarely और Jan में तो it picked up. So from there to go back to Zoom shows was tough. So I was doing like once a week Zoom shows because you can't also not do it. But personally I was like, because this only happened for 2 months, May and June, and July से हम लोगों ने अभी start किया है, like 50% capacity में whatever. So I hope that we don't have to go back to again Zoom shows. It's like a little, because if you start doing live shows, you will understand that Zoom के लिए joke अलग लिखना पड़ता है, उसके लिए थोड़ा सा उसमें feedback अलग आता है. It's like that.
It's not comics का natural habitat नहीं है I think Zoom, and that is why.
Yeah.
Because बहुत लोग body language use करते हैं stage पे, बहुत लोग का मतलब I don't know, कोई दो personalities enact करता है, वो सब Zoom पे करना बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाता है I think.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a very good point. Same dude. Like एक ये भी है कि sometimes you're doing a set and उसमें एक बीच में से throwaway joke है. Throwaway joke पे you don't pause.
Right.
But Zoom पे उसका आता नहीं है feedback. Like you have to move on. कभी you are doing a joke और last joke का feedback अभी आ रहा है 1 second बाद. So it's like a lot of things.
Yeah.
But वही है like if there is no choice you have to adapt. So that's the thing.
Right. That's true.
And what if you have BSNL internet?
Yeah, man.
Then you have to suffer, Abhishek, like me. You have to suffer.
Yeah.
No chance.
Like this is like मैं तो complain भी नहीं कर सकता कि we have bad internet. Like there are people who have bad internet और वो लोग college, they're in college. Like
exactly. I attend office Monday to Friday with BSNL internet, so yeah, I mean can't complain for Zoom shows, right? That's how it is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But yeah, like coming back to your past, how did you start your journey, and what was the reason कि हाँ मुझे करना है as a full time? You're doing it full time, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, right now I do it full time. Dude, here's the thing. I was interested in comedy, but I didn't know that there is a career in comedy in India. Especially like I was not aware कि stand up, like there is an industry outside India, stand up industry. Like I have seen, like growing up you see Laughter Challenge and
right.
You don't look at it and think that I want to. Like I've never thought it क्योंकि वो 5 मिनट करते हैं. So I never thought that people do an hour of stand up because that never occurred to me. And I remember watching Louis C.K. special in college final year. And I'm thinking like, how is this guy doing an hour? Like I'm serious. Like मैं forward करके check कर रहा हूँ कि आगे judges आएंगे कुछ बात करेंगे something. I couldn't believe that this is something. And there I fell in love in stand-up. Like I was a huge fan of Seinfeld also, the series.
Yeah.
Like तो मैं like that's something I watch religiously. I'm like it's like for me it's the funniest. So I started watching in college and I watched till today. Like it's still I've never stopped. It's like such a great series. Like every episode is like perfect. So.
Right.
And then I got interested in like writing. That was my main thing. And I found out like this guy Larry David, who's the creator of Seinfeld. So that guy is like a big inspiration for me. Like he was a writer for Saturday Night Live, then he was not doing well. He was looking like वो ढूंढ रहा था न्यूयॉर्क में ऐसे छोटे छोटे जगह कहाँ रह सकता हूँ, like alleys में. जब but he was funny. So that guy and Jerry Seinfeld collaborated for that series. So he has one more series called Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is also like it is.
Oh shit,
like,
that is the series I think जिसका वो music meme के लिए इतना
Yes.
ज़्यादा famous हुआ, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, that series is like it's so good. Like Seinfeld in that series is like it's so rewatchable. I'm not even kidding. It's so rewatchable. Like there is nothing apart from that. Like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is like I would say, or The Office. These are like good series, but these two are like. These two are like, trust me, if you just go and watch, if you have not watched Seinfeld, check it out. So so basically that I got interested in writing from that, and then I watched Louis C.K. that stand up, and if you watch one video on YouTube and then you go into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's right.
But I remember बगल में George Carlin का video आ रहा है, and I'm just watching it. This is immediately after college. I was working in a thermal power plant, or वहाँ पे you are fixed. Like if you work in a PSU, you are fixed timing. सुबह जाओ 8 घंटा, come back.
सरकारी
Right?
नौकरी है?
Yeah, central government, right? So
That's the best.
Nice.
there's a lot of like people take that job to prepare for IAS or something.
Yeah.
Right. So here I am like watching this. Like I did that from 2013 till 2015 June around, and I'm like I'm writing. I'm still writing. एक open mic मैंने बीच में किया था. I used to live near Kolkata, like 200 kilometers. This power plant was. एक बार I came to Kolkata to do an open mic, but it was not good basically. वहाँ पे कोई audience नहीं था. So the music and like this is 2015, back when there was no scene basically. But my sister used to live in Bangalore, so I had come once just to like एक हफ्ते घूमने के लिए आया था. तो there I just went to this open mic in Take 5, and that was the venue. I just went there, and this is 2015 when Biswa and Kanan were they're putting out the pretentious thing, and it was just picking up.
Yeah.
And so till this point I had only seen that pretentious reviews and a couple of clips of Kanan Gill. I was not aware. Vipul Goyal I've seen couple of some college, and I had no idea about AIB and I knew TVF, but I just wanted, like I knew that if you want to be a stand-up comedian, you have to do an open mic.
Okay.
तो मैं बैंगलोर आया था, तो जैसे चेक कर रहा था ओपन माइक है क्या. So I had like two options. Either I shift to Bangalore and take a job here, or shift to Mumbai. But since my sister was here, तो मैं यहाँ move हो गया, and I went to Take 5. That was the time. It was like anybody can go and perform.
Yes.
So I go there, and there was a paper there, and Sanjay Manaktala is a comedian. He was there, and he is like, I told him like, I'm a new comedian. What is the procedure? He's like, you just come and write. Do you want to perform today? And I'm like, okay. I have written some shit jokes, and I remember that day I saw like
it was so easy to get spots back in the day, dude. Now we struggle so hard to get spots.
And the thing is, like, these guys were like, because Biswa and it was that was the Monday night spot, Take 5 Indiranagar. It was so famous. Some pub rules in Indiranagar last year or 2019 came, and they had to close down. It was the
I think Suman told us about Take 5 itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the favorite place of Bangalore comics.
So same. That's where I saw Suman, and like I'm in the lineup, and like Biswa is performing, Kanan is there, like going there killing, and Shankar was hosting. Shankar Shugani I remember he was hosting. And I went up, and I was bad, but people were nice. I can't believe, like, everybody was like, hey man, it's fine, it's your first. And I don't know how I did, because I was on stage and it was surreal. First time in front of so many people.
Yeah.
I remember doing my jokes and laughing at my own jokes and moving on. I remember that. That I remember. And then this is like this is the first time. And then I went back and I resigned. I'm like, all right, I've applied a couple of jobs in Bangalore. Then I got a job in a startup and I just started. This is
damn,
in
nice.
late 2015.
Right.
And then yeah, so that's how it started. That's it. Like I didn't plan it, but it's just that once you see it, you like the first time I went on stage, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I want to do for living. Like you don't.
Drug.
Yeah. Also, I bombed hard for 1 year, more than 1 year, and like everybody. Like now, like I know, like right now, career-wise, it's like I should be more ahead in terms of what I thought when I started. But it's like you have to look at your goals. When I started doing stand-up, for 1 year, I'm like, can I please kill once? Like that was my goal. Can I kill
Right.
once? Right. So and slowly it changes, but I'm glad like I'm doing it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Nice. I think every Bangalore comic out there watches George Carlin, Louis C.K. and like they start performing. Every Bangalore comic that we have talked to is like, yeah, we watch stand-up comedians out there on online, and then we got the inspiration to start comedy. That's how it is. It's totally not the case with Delhi comics though. It's totally different for Delhi comics. They like hardly anyone is inspired from the content outside there. Like Delhi comics
Okay.
came after Bangalore comics, right? So their inspiration were Bangalore comics killing on stage and their videos coming out. Then they were like, okay, we can also do this. We can also try this. That's how it was.
Yeah, I think. I think Biswa and Kanan, when they put out the videos, it did pretty well. Like Biswa, I remember Biswa was the first guy to remove the canvas logo and put out a couple of videos.
Right. Yes.
And when I started, he just like the overlap was like 15 days or something, and he just moved to Mumbai. So I saw him for 2 weeks, and he was at that time he was like different. He was killing, and I'm like, wow, this is a hard kill, like. And I think that was the time I saw Biswa at its best. Like I've seen after that, but that time he was like different. There was no business angle. There was nothing to. I have to do this, like just pure stand-up love. I remember watching him, like the topics he used to talk about, very, very good.
Yeah. I remember his
like,
videos from back then, like.
Yes. But like when you bombed, like you were telling you bombed for an year. How did you feel like when you come back home? I cry, man. I cry.
That is a good feel. Like of course inside, not physically. I didn't cry physically, but inside you feel bad. It's like I bombed in the sense you get a laugh, but at the end it's a bomb. Like if you see, I only have two parameters: if I did good or bomb, because there are other in between. I did average, but at the end of the day, you want to like really kill.
The
like
average, the average.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Sometimes you do 5 minutes, you do well for 2 minutes, and you didn't do well for 3 minutes.
Right.
So I consider it a bomb. So for 1 year, I was not consistent. I would get one laugh, or I would get like 1 minute I'll do well then, or my setup would be too long and there would be one punchline. So a lot of things. So I remember in the first 6 months, I am like every week I'm like, you write bad material. And if you watch a lot of comedy, you have that, you start putting the filter ki ye wala ghatiya hai, isko hatao. So for 1 year, I don't have any jokes. Even the videos that I put out, everything is like after 2 years, those material I started writing. So first 1.5 years ka material, it's like, it's supposed to be not good. Like there are exceptions. There are some people who are brilliant. Wo aake they start writing fucking crazy. But most of the time you have to, like if you watch some other comedian, you have some when you watch it, you judge it, right? So you have to judge your material on that basis, like ki mera joke kya hai, right? So that's the only way. That's the thing.
Right.
Also, Bangalore mein when you start and you meet people with the same taste in comedy or the same goals. They write this way. So I think Bangalore mein we all sound very different. That's a good thing. Nobody sounds like anyone.
That's right.
that is there. Very great
So-
point. Yes.
Yeah, we and that is something I'm like good. Like my first year, in the second year, I remember I used to do a lot of experimental comedy. I used to do a lot of alt jokes because if you don't try in the beginning, you can't try anymore. Like just now I'm like now I'm stage ki आज मुझे I'm going on stage, I'm doing like 10-12 minutes. I can't waste 1 minute today क्योंकि मुझे ये like this stage time is very important.
Yes.
बट इन द बिगिनिंग ऐसा होता था कि हम लोग बहुत सारे रूम्स थे जहाँ पे नो टिकट नहीं था, बट ओनली वर्ड ऑफ माउथ से वहाँ पे लोग आते थे एंड 15 कॉमिक्स चढ़ते थे स्टेज पे एंड
Oh damn.
जो सबसे ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है, ही यूज्ड टू होस्ट द फर्स्ट हाफ देन सेकंड हाफ. एकदम 2.5 आवर्स का शो होता था, 8 से 10:30, 8:30 से 10:30 11 तक. एंड सो दैट्स वेयर यू एक्सपेरिमेंट. यू गेट 5 minutes, so you experiment like till you find ki what type of comedy you want to do, because when you start comedy you have seen a lot of stand up, so you try to do what you watch, like you watch Bill Burr, तो आज Bill Burr जैसा बात करते हैं stage पे, like you do that.
That is right.
That's
yeah.
very
imitation. I
yeah.
think imitation is like very
Comes
the
naturally.
first step. The first step I think to comedy is imitation. Because
yes.
जब तुम किसी को देख के आते हो, किसी का वीडियो देखते हो, यार लाइक यार ऐसे बोल के देखते एक बार, क्या पता ऐसे जोक चलता है, क्या पता वैसे जोक चल जाए. So I think in the journey of finding your voice, you imitate a lot of people, and then
yeah.
eventually you come to a point where you have a unique style, right?
Yes. Also ऐसा है कि I feel कि मैं यहाँ पे when I started, people were so supportive. Like I think Shanky was like one of the guys. He was 2 years into more than a lot of us, जैसे me or Anand or whoever or Suman. So Shanky was there when he started a couple of years after like Biswa and Kanan. So they used to talk. Like I have talked to Biswa once. We were at an open mic. Only 3 comics.
Okay.
Sorry, 4 comics. This is Biswa, Saurabh Ghosh, and I think there was one more comic and me. I was doing second time.
Okay.
I remember no other comic came because वो बहुत दूर था, और this is the time जहाँ पे spot लोग फोन कर रहे हैं. Biswa is calling कि यहाँ पे audience है, no tickets, it's just walk-ins. यहाँ पे टिकट है, आ सकता है. And Biswa hosted that day and we all performed. I performed very bad, like very bad. I'm trying to do topical jokes जो न्यूज़ में पढ़ा था. And new you don't know कि 5 मिनट को 10 बार करना होता है. I'm like writing new 5 minutes क्योंकि लास्ट वाला नहीं चला तो आज नया लिखते हैं.
नया लिखते हैं.
So that's, and I remember after the thing, Biswa and Saurabh Ghosh, I saw them bond there, like, and Saurabh Ghosh was वो कोलकाता से बैंगलोर आया था, and from Bangalore he stayed for a month and he moved to Mumbai. So he was looking कि कहाँ job लेना है or whatever. He quit his job and he came, and that's when I remember Biswa told me, dude, for 6 months you just don't listen to anyone, just go on stage.
Right.
क्योंकि 6 महीने लगता है कंफर्टेबल होने के लिए. For me it took longer, and that is a very good advice. Very good. For 6 months you can't judge yourself, and if good comics or senior comics, they also won't judge you. But you have your friends, you talk to them, but for 6 months you have to take that bomb. Don't ऐसा नहीं कि bomb हो रहा है तो you cannot be a comedian. Because I remember after kind of 6 months I was thinking maybe stand-up is not for me. It occurred to me.
Okay.
But then again, हफ्ते में एक बार you do little well, so that will keep you for the next
Motivated.
week कि आज होगा. जैसे हम लोग का I didn't do weekend shows till 1 year. 1 year तक, क्योंकि weekend में सिर्फ shows होते हैं, open mic concept नहीं था weekend में.
Yes.
क्योंकि that's how it was Bangalore में, Monday to Thursday and then Saturday Sunday. We started Friday open mics for us, stage time बढ़ाने के लिए. And then suddenly I think influx ज़्यादा हुआ after Amazon specials started dropping.
Okay.
विश्वाक आनंद उन सब का स्पेशल तो influx हुआ.
हाँ.
Then after Comicstan it was like huge.
अब तो yeah, I mean obviously 2018 I think.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. But it's like I felt that I was the last one to be a little lucky. जैसे हम लोग को भी 2016 में stage time एकदम because everybody got famous, they moved out. फिर बैंगलोर में बहुत सारे comics हो गए हैं and it's who will and there was no producer kind of thing. जैसे दिल्ली में बहुत producers हैं, यहाँ पे नहीं है.
correct.
So we just तो fortunately we realized कि stage time खुद करना पड़ेगा, तो we had a lot of venues. तो I realized कि मुझे stage time चाहिए तो I have to work for it and just started a lot of rooms and started doing comedy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think even today the way to go about it is a lot of comedians are like कि यार मुझे stage time मिलता नहीं था उतना, तो I started my own club and I started my own production and I started giving myself spot and फिर बाकी जगह पे मुझे उसी हिसाब से मिलने लगा because I was giving spots to them, so became a transactional thing sort of.
Yeah, true, but जैसे हम लोग को we know that there is no profit in what we do.
Yeah.
Because whatever money we get, there on weekends we have a studio kind of thing where we rent it. So it's become zero, but that's what we want. We want to keep it doing till we don't have to do it anymore. And that is, I think, in everywhere that's the case.
Yes.
Even like Upmanyu used to run Habitat. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's how it's always it is.
So
and then he handed it.
You don't have any dedicated comedy clubs in
Bangalore?
Yeah.
We had that comedy club, but it's been closed since pandemic. And so it was going, and we started getting spots at जैसे on weekends there used to be 2 acts used to come. We used to do half hour or solo shows, and we used to open. Whoever in Bangalore, we had they had a lot of comics on their rooster, and वो लोग हम लोग को डालते थे open करने के लिए या host करने के लिए. And we used to do local lineup also. Festival में we did half hour also. So it was going good. And that club, because if you have a club, it automatically boosts comedy in the whole city.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
I think
अभी कोलकाता का सीन भी वही हो गया ना, मतलब when I think retired comedy club started in
Top
Kolkata.
Rated or something.
Top Cat retired, something like that, yeah. So वो जब start हुआ तो उसके बाद now like people know comics from Kolkata and they like are discovering more and like Kolkata people are discovering more and more stand-up comics from Kolkata. तो local scene वहाँ पे थोड़ा बढ़ रहा है धीरे-धीरे करके.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I was planning to go there just before the second wave.
I'll tell you what happened. One open mic, we invited Ritabrata Das. हार दिया, मतलब 5 minutes he killed the room. And we were shocked, like अरे इतने अच्छे comics है कोलकाता में.
अरे the point is
really?
The point is there are a lot of stand-up comics in India who have put their videos out but वो viral नहीं हो पाए. They are very underrated. So
yeah.
I think it is important for people to discover more and more newer comics because point is यार famous लोगों को तो तुम देखते आ रहे हो बहुत टाइम से and they don't need your attention as much as newer comics do to grow. That is the main thing. So if you want to be called a comedy fan, I think some senior comedian told me this, मतलब Vizag comedians के साथ I work here in Visakhapatnam. So some senior comedian told me that a true stand-up comedy fan is not someone who comes to watch famous comedians. But a true stand-up comedy fan is someone who comes to all the open mics that are hosted, like that are held in the city. He excavates and he's like, okay, यहाँ पे हो रहा है क्या, इधर जाके देखता हूँ, यहाँ पे हो रहा है क्या, इधर जाके देखता हूँ. Who knows, I find someone new to laugh, too. That's how it is. So I think it is important in India for people to understand that, and we are still not. Although like the stand-up scene is booming right now when it comes to artists. There's so like huge number of stand-up comedians in India right now. But audience-wise, we still have to grow a lot, I think.
Dude, that's the thing. So यहाँ पे बाहर club culture क्या है ना? Club culture is like even in London or anywhere in New York, you go to watch जैसे Comedy Cellar. you go to watch Comedy Cellar, you don't care about the lineup.
Exactly.
Because
yes.
so they create they create a reputation that every day we have great acts. So for
Yes.
that to happen, we need need more comedians. Right now, बहुत सारे new open micers आ गए हैं, but how many of them stays to become a comic?
Exactly.
Who-
That is true.
Who
That is
grind who grind for 5 years and then like in Mumbai and in to certain extent in Bangalore and Delhi, now people are coming out. Like yesterday we had same we are doing like 10-12 people, 50% capacity we are doing. It's a small cafe, and these 3 people after the show they said that we watch a lot of stand-ups. We used to go and watch Gaurav Kapoor and all, and we were little hesitant to come to the show, and we are like so happy that we came because they didn't know all of
Yeah.
us, so they are little. And when they saw the show, they were like they started talking, when is your next show, can we come? So that is the thing.
Yeah.
And that is the best thing if you want to gain followers also.
Yeah.
YouTube is one thing, but you perform every day,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
You go on stage every day. So you have 10 people every day. So why don't you try to convert that 10
That-
people every day, right? So throughout the year, that's 3,000, almost 3,000 people. So that is something people should look at it. I'm
And-
trying that, and that converts very like 1 or 2 follow you get
But,
like
but
in 3 days.
that's the healthy audience you're getting, because they know ki they remember
हाँ,
that they have a memory instead of
That's
just
true.
following, and they'll
Yeah.
come कि अरे this is a big name, आ रहे फोटो खिंचाने के लिए. उससे अच्छा है कि
हाँ.
they've seen your work. That's the
Yes.
main point.
हाँ. But that will be always the case कि हमें बहुत time लगेगा. But I think audience only makes comedians good. जैसे if audience stops laughing at jokes that are very easy or something, so stand-up comedian has to work hard to
हाँ.
make them laugh, right? That's why if you go out of India, it's tough to make them laugh because they've seen it. वो लोग
Yes.
50 साल से देख रहे हैं, right? So they
Correct.
have so many comics, so you have to be next level. That's one thing.
Right.
Completely.
I agree to that. Also, this was about the stand-up journey and the stand-up scene.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to stand-up comedy in India, the cancel culture. Okay. So, point is, India में ऐसा है कि cancel culture is always on their toes to target people, and they're like कि अच्छा fuck इसने कुछ offensive बोल दिया, ऐसे तुरंत let's start a hashtag, let's start tweeting and ask him to give an apology and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as a stand-up comedian who has been doing comedy for like 5-6 years now, you must have come across so many names who have been targeted. And what is your perception of that, and how do you, when you go on stage, how much do you limit yourself from doing the jokes you want to do, in that perspective कि हाँ edgy comedy भी होता है, dark humor, political humor, ये सारी चीज़ें जो होती हैं, a lot of comics try मतलब वो उनको hesitant कोई ये नहीं है, क्या कहते हैं, hesitation नहीं है, but कुछ comics को होता है obviously, no matter how experienced you are, कुछ comics को like नहीं यार, I've been doing this for 6 years, this is
Yeah.
my career, I can't mess it up, that's how it is,
Yeah.
So how much does it restrict you from trying those kind of jokes, or yeah?
To be very honest, right? If I think what I wrote is funny, I don't care how offensive it is. I will do it on stage. I will definitely do, because in so much of doing open mics and shows, I've realized it's the live audience is never the problem.
Yes.
Like even
Correct.
even when you watch a video where people are getting offended, the audience is laughing in the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The problem what happens is when you put it online, it reaches people who the joke is not supposed to be. Like when I write a joke,
Yeah.
I have this like these
Catered
people who
audience. Yes.
you can't say catered, it's like the people who will understand where I'm coming
हाँ.
from,
Correct.
context, right? और अगर कोई मान ले भोपाल पे बैठ के या कानपुर में कोई, right? I'm not putting them down
Yes,
or
yes.
saying something. In my hometown, they won't understand मेरा jokes. Like I will never go and do a show in my hometown in Odisha because they have not seen, they're not aware. Basically, they're not aware about stand-up.
Correct.
Right? So most of the times people take things literally, where stand-up is just an exaggeration. There is truth to it, but it's the exaggeration of the truth.
Correct.
There are situations which are not real, you make it up. So if I'm doing a show or live, and first of all, if it's an offensive joke, laugh aa raha hai ki nahi? If laugh aa raha hai, तो it's funny. So I don't care how offensive or what it is. If it's killing, then I will do it in no matter how many big the stadium is.
Yeah.
I'll do it. But to put it online, that's where I don't want to get an FIR on me right now, because
Of course.
I don't want to deal with that. So that is something that is India's problem. We have a lot of things in our constitution, like the 295A penal code, which says that you can't hurt religious sentiment. So that needs to go, because but developed countries doesn't have that. That is a curtail to freedom of speech. So that is a big problem. Live audience, it's like rarely someone will get offended. I remember I was doing crowd work, and somebody in the audience, he thought I'm making fun of his community.
Oh.
But he was not, he misunderstood, and he threatened and all. I'm like, yeah, do whatever you want to do, right? Right? So the big thing is, like, the senior comics, they said that we face this and nothing will happen, chill. I was a little worried, and they're like, don't worry. And then, because they don't have any evidence, first of all, that I said what they think, so they don't have any case. They can't go to their group and be like, he said this. They'll be like, all right, let's go to where did he say it? There's no proof. Right? So that's why live, if somebody records and puts it out, so that might cause problem. But that also in venues, nobody records, because you say, the thing is, like, when people come to watch it,
there are rules for the venue also.
और कोई अगर record भी कर रहा है, तो somebody will come and say don't record. Right? So that's
right.
And obviously the audience can't record, because it is your set, your content, and your thing.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
true.
In terms of, like, cancel culture and all, that is really happening, because it's not just, see, if you make fun of like Indian culture or religion, there is one group of people that get offended. But if you make fun of how extreme feminism is getting, or something where you are not meaning it, you're saying this because it's shock, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you do say something because it's like,
It
even
has
if
a
it's
shock
wrong,
value. That's right.
yes, you say something sexist because you want to shock them. It's not that you mean it. Like,
It's not that I
there are something-
support the idea. It's just that I find it
Yes.
funny and weird, and that's why I just say
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. So uspe there are different group of people who will get offended, try to cancel you. So there are, and I think that this is, for me particularly, I don't, because it hasn't happened to me, but it's kind of good, like, getting attention. Like, if your joke is good, right? there is no, I don't know if you know this comedian, Indian origin comedian called Nimesh Patel in America.
Yes.
So what happened to him was 2 years ago. So he gets so right now he's a little big. Back then, because he has a lot of writing credits, like he worked for he was a writer for SNL, and he's written for a couple of late night shows. They get a lot of college gigs. So he was performing in some college event for Asian Americans. So he's an Asian origin guy.
Yeah.
And he was doing a joke about, like, there are a lot of at that time there was some news where a black gay police officer who came out or something of the closet, and something was happening, and he said that a lot of people say that being gay is a choice. So his joke was that, do you think a guy who's already black and facing all this racism in America, do you think he'll choose to be gay?
Oh.
Which is a very positive pro LGBT joke.
Yeah.
Right? It's pro, like, he's telling that how it's like he's supporting black people for the racism, and gay people for their rights.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the students, they just heard, like, black and gay,
And they started. Yeah.
and they cut his mic and they threw him out. Like he got paid, but they cut his.
Damn, dude.
So that's the students are now, they are thinking that they don't listen. First of all, every generation think that the other generation before us is like they are boomers. Like I mean,
yes.
boomer is a certain people who were born in that era, but उनको पता नहीं ऐसा लगता है. तो
That's
अभी जो कॉलेज में उनको लगता है कि हम लोग इनसे ज्यादा पॉलिटिकली करेक्ट,
है
तुम लोग सेक्सिस्ट हो, ट्रांसफोब हो, तुम लोग homophobe हो, but they don't, like we are also good people. Why do you think we are like that? So that is the problem.
And you know, when I was recalling, you have made such good jokes. मतलब जो मैंने video देखा था, you have done that sexism joke. You slipped it in so right way कि it is बहुत layered था वो. And I was like, oh damn, क्या joke किया है. So how did you think of that bit, that sexism bit?
That I'll tell you exactly how I wrote it. So that I had two sisters, and that is something that's normal. I mean, it's a setup. So people laugh because I've say it in a certain way because I know how I was born.
Yeah.
So the main पहले setup था कि मेरी दो बहनें हैं and मैं third हूँ. So one day I did something and I got a laugh. So I'm like, all right, I can get a laugh here. So you write it. I remember, so what happened is Abhish Matthew and Kenny were doing a workshop. This is 2017. And they were doing a workshop where they were teaching stand-up. And that money they were raising, it was a 2-day workshop. They were raising that money for some NGO.
Okay.
So because of that, they were teaching. Other than that, they don't do like workshop. But because it was for some NGO, and they wanted a couple of Bangalore comedians to come and support.
Okay.
Because सारे नए लोग आ जाएंगे थोड़ा सा. So I'm like, all right. They asked me, would you? Because I was new at that time, me and a couple of other comedians. And so in that workshop, whatever they were doing, they were like, everybody write a new joke, and this is how. So I already had this setup. So I tried to force a punchline. 2 दिन का workshop था, and first day I just did this two sisters and this. There was no punchline after that. I just said what happened and I got laughs. So next day I just wrote ki because of that now I'm happy. Whatever the joke is, I did the flip kar diya ki. So now I support sexism or something. I said it. And that got a laugh, and I think Kenny said that, dude, only you can say that and get away with it because you are saying in the right context or something. He said it. And then I felt, okay, this is a bit I should put first because this is about me. So I think took me 1 more year to build it and write it. So that was the first bit. I remember. So because that day, like this all thing, dude, if you have to sit and write, if you sit down every day and write, which is very hard, writing every day is so hard. Like everybody is like, I'm telling you, dude, if you sit down and write every day, you will be Louis C.K. कोई रोक नहीं सकता. Most comedians are not, because they don't write every day. That's true. You like, even if you write shit, if you sit down for 1 hour and write, you will be so good. I still some days it's like tough to sit down because you get distracted or you start watching comedy. Watch comedy, but stop and write, dude. मैं तुम लोगों को ज्ञान दे रहा हूँ. मैं खुद I have to listen to my.
But at least you realize,
yeah, but that's not good enough, dude. It's like,
yeah, I get it. That is true. I mean, I've been trying to write a lot, but मैं पिछला कितना टाइम से सेम सेट किए जा रहा हूँ. देयर इज़ नो इम्प्रूवमेंट, लाइक इम्प्रूवमेंट इन द सेंस नॉट लाफ वाइज बट जोक वाइज, कि मतलब बिल्डअप करना किसी जोक को या किसी दूसरे वे में बोलना. आई एम अनेबल टू एक्सपेरिमेंट एट ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट कि हाँ टाइम नहीं है या कुछ भी ऐसा, मतलब सम और द अदर रीजन एवरी डे.
It's like, I would say that if you are aware, that's good. Like, don't be harsh on yourself. But you should know. It's like first couple of years you just have to be like, I feel first couple of years I used to like write different material. So I like that's the thing, dude. Sometimes you get a joke and then you think how you just sat and wrote it. That's it. कुछ लोगों के लिए ऐसा होता है कि स्टेज पे जाके because they have the luxury, जैसे अभी कोई बहुत सारे लोग 1 hour करते हैं. I remember I opened for Vipul Goyal a couple of years ago in this auditorium, and what he did, that was very, I saw that, I'm like, wow, this is nice. He did his hour, खत्म होने के बाद बोला कि show is over, everybody is, he's like, I have more jokes which are not done yet. I would, like, this is the jokes, I would try it open mic, but would you guys be willing if I do more jokes? वो 40 minute नया material he tried.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm like, see, that is very smart because he is touring, तो वो open mics नहीं कर पा रहा है. तो let me, so the thing is, like, doesn't matter what his jokes are, what is, but he is hustling. He found a way to write more material. Like, you talk to Vipul Goyal, it's all only jokes. He'll ask after, I remember after that, what did you think about this? Do you have any tag for this? Like, that's it. And then I'm like, oh, this guy, that's why this guy is so successful, right? Because I would take a tag from anyone. I don't care. If somebody after watch my set, I'm like, dude, why don't you try this? I've done so many like that. Like, you should have an open mind and just talk to people, man. If you, like, because people think about it, like, you write your set, अगर 4 लोग उसी set को देख के अपना idea दे, you understand how broad it will be. So that's something.
I think comedy is a lot about understanding their perspective too. So I think, मतलब at the end of the day तुम्हें audience को ही खुश करना है, तो जितने ज़्यादा लोगों से बात करोगे उतने ज़्यादा perspective तुम्हारे सामने आएंगे, उतने ज़्यादा नए ideas भी तुम्हें आएंगे. So I think you'll be able to please the audience even better, of course.
Yeah, there's something I found out. I don't know if other comedians do this. जैसे मेरे पास कुछ नया bit है, तो before going into the bit, मैं setup, I ask the audience a couple of questions like crowd work about my joke.
Oh.
तो उससे मुझे कुछ आइडिया मिल जाता है या कुछ आंसर मिल जाता है. जैसे suppose I'm trying this new bit about how a lot of people, men especially, they say that they are feminist. But वो लोग होते नहीं है, but वो बोल देते हैं मैं feminist हूँ, क्योंकि लड़की को वही सुनना रहता है, right? Right? So I'm thinking कि how do a woman find this out? जैसे डेट पे कोई लड़का बोल दिया मैं feminist हूँ, तो I'm trying to,
the real one and the fake one.
So this is my topic. So a couple of days ago, I was talking to someone. I asked this woman, like, are you a feminist, right? Or this woman said no. This woman said I'm not a feminist. So I was like, I didn't expect it. I'm like, she, like, अगर वो लड़की बोले कि मैं feminist नहीं हूँ, I don't have any answer, because and I said that, see, that's good, but as a guy now, I can't lecture you about feminism. That would be awkward, right? Yeah. And so because she said no, that triggered something, and I realized उसी joke पे मैंने डाल दिया कि suppose I call it a sexism test. Like, if you're a woman and you go out on a date and the guy is like, I'm a feminist, then you tell him that you are not a feminist.
Oh damn. Okay. Right.
Then you wait for it for how long he keeps on that character, right? एक दिन तो break करेगा ही ना, because the लड़की feminist नहीं है तो मुझे feminist होने का जरूरत नहीं है.
Exactly.
So this is something I didn't write it, but it just triggered me because उसने बोला मैं नहीं हूँ, तो it triggered. So
that's nice.
So that's.
And I know I'm going a little more with your videos. That dog bit, I really found it. Did it happen like really?
Yeah, half of it is. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, dude. I'll tell something which I have not told. I was not drunk. That's the point.
Okay.
Right. जब मैं पहले I was trying it. Just I was doing the story as it is. It was not working.
Okay.
Because then I just brought out the drunk part and people accepted. Like, drunk tha to. Yeah, so that's something. Yeah, so that's something also I found out through doing open mics every day.
Right.
And that garam pani wala, how did you add that?
Yeah, those that just dude, it just kept doing, and that it just slowly. I'm like going through that dog's perspective. कि उसको क्या लग रहा होगा. So those are like just basic writing techniques.
Yeah.
Like couple of So that's what you do. But the more you do stand up, you want to. Just Sumit Anand, I really love him because
I love him,
it's
yeah.
it's so unique, right? It's like his also if you have the chance to watch Manik Mana,
Yeah.
Yes.
I think those are the two comedians who are like very ahead of everyone else because they Sumit Anand is so self-critical, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, what am I doing? Like every time he's questioning, and that's why he's good. And Manik Mana is just crazy. He's like so good.
That's right.
It's just he's just funny. He's a very good comic. So those two comics, I want to watch them live. If they're here, I'm at the show.
Look, what about Panya also? Panya is a very good writer.
Punit Panya, I opened for him recently. He is also
damn.
like
Nice.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of shows in Bangalore, right? In
so what
MG Road,
happened
there
is
is one place. I don't.
Rasta Cafe.
Yes,
Yeah.
Rasta.
So we were doing underground comedy festival where basically comedians were not famous. And we did it last in 2019, very good. 2020 mein not that good kyunki
Pandemic.
And
बहुत सा- and Punit Panya is like one of those comics. He'll come down. Akash Mehta also came down. So Punit Panya is like I like him. His set is like he is also so unique. He's a very good writer. He's he's underrated as well. He should be doing bigger
That's right.
stadiums.
And like
That's
as a comic, you watch live shows as well of other comedians who you like, or
Yeah.
is it like a learning for you that okay, for other people they're just enjoying the show, but you are studying actually. That back of the mind it's running ki acha ye kya.
हाँ
this
वो
happened.
once you start doing stand up, that automatically comes. But you enjoy also. You go watch, enjoy, and you see what they are talking about, what new bits they have. It's kind of study plus enjoyment both.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeah,
who's your favorite comic outside, and who's your favorite comic in India?
Yes. That to we ask every podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. That's in India. I told you these two are my favorites. Sumit
Sumit
Anand
and Manik. Yeah.
Manik Mana. These two I like. Manik Mana is like so good. It's so good. I've saw him. Sumit Anand is also the second video he put out. I remember the big one. Sumit Anand.
Yes.
Which one was that? Was it the birthday one? Or...
Yes, the birthday
The
one.
birthday one, yeah.
So before he did 2 shows that day. First show I was there, and I was before the show. I was talking to him because he just came from Edinburgh Festival. And I was talking how his experience, and he was like, and that show he didn't do well.
Okay.
It was the recording didn't come out, and he was so sad. The second show he killed, so he got he put that out.
On the same day he bombed and he killed both.
Yeah.
Damn.
First show was a little early show, 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. वाला show था. 5 p.m. show पे he didn't do well. It was like half laughs. ऐसे एकदम माहौल बना नहीं. So 7 p.m. same day, I saw him record, because if you record a show, it's like take money. Like you don't make any money. Itna, doesn't matter how many people, but you are like losing money.
Yeah.
You need. So he was sad, and then 7 p.m. show that's something, dude. It's like again to go back to zero and like let's do it.
Exactly.
And
rewiring
Again,
the brain to kill the room, I think is a huge task.
Yeah. Like
Because
it didn't.
I think Abhishek would agree that हम लोग जब रात को करते हैं और फिर मतलब जब बॉम्ब कर देते हैं, वी आर लाइक मुझे किसी से बात नहीं करना है, मैं जाके सो रहा हूँ, मैं बहुत गंदा गया है, मेरा सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस मर गया है आज, कल सुबह उठ के फिर देखता हूँ क्या करेंगे. It's like that.
Yeah, like you need to feel bad, but again you need to go up on stage. But that's good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like the last week or something. Like the set was going good for the first 2 mics, and like I did well. I won't say I killed, but I did well. Okay, I did better than my last mics. And then third mic, it so happened that the audience was not really good, and only 3 of the audios and videos were on. So like got 2 or 3 laughs maybe because of the fact that the room wasn't together, right? So that matters a lot. So Zoom पे नहीं था उस दिन. So I bombed very hard. And then one of my friends started teasing me कि यार तू तो क्या ही हंसाता है टाइप ऐसा करके कुछ on Clubhouse and on Insta and all that. I'm like okay, just let's not मेरी self confidence की वैसी मरी हुई है तुम और मत मारो. That's how it was.
Dude, I didn't let my friends watch me for 3 years.
Yeah, even I escaped that. Like they
Don't
keep
do
asking me when are you doing. I'm like I can't give you the link. I'm sorry.
Because on Zoom they can show up. I remember the first time I did a spot in Canvas, Delhi, and then I had a couple of friends over and I recorded that time the same bit.
Yeah.
Then like it came out well, very good like Habit, but my performance was not good. So मैं फिर Habitat में same year I recorded Habitat. That time my friends came and they couldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, हमें तो लगा तू बकचोदी कर रहा है, but you are good. Like this is so that's what you want to hear.
Yeah,
so that's why don't
right.
let your friends like it depends on person to person. I've seen a lot of people वो पहले open mic में 4 लोगों को लेके आते हैं, right? So
it's also like कोई तो रहेगा देखने के लिए हंसने के लिए ना वैसा होता है बहुत बार.
Yeah, that is also there. I'm not judging them, but I'm saying that I cannot perform. मेरे दोस्त के सामने they can see it, right?
Yeah.
The person on stage, why are you faking it? They will think that.
Exactly.
ये कौन है? ये हमारा दोस्त नहीं है. That's what they will think. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
And also they have that liberty. अरे तू funny नहीं. They start roasting the god.
I think I think there was one thing ना
Yeah.
कि Biswa or someone told in some interview I think online कि my friends till date tell me that you're not funny. You're very bad at jokes. Like वो इतना फेमस हो गया है 2 स्पेशल्स निकाल दिया है यूट्यूब पे कोई भी वीडियो निकालता है तो मिलियंस में चला जाता है अभी एंड स्टिल लाइक बिस्वा इज लाइक स्टिल व्हेन आई क्रैक जोक्स यू नो बिटवीन माई पीपल दे आर लाइक कि यार इधर मत कर इधर तेरे से नहीं होता है करके ऐसा करके he said something like that. So
that is mean and funny. Yeah. Like दोस्त वैसे ही होते हैं यार. It's like that.
Yeah.
Like my friends, like my college friends, now they are very supportive. Now, when I started, I was so like, I didn't want them to know exactly what is happening because I was still in job and I'm doing this. So also the way I behave, they understand this guy is very serious about it. So once you suppose if I get little more followers, a little more famous, maybe my friends might tease because then you already are famous, so they can tease you.
Yeah.
But when you are on the way, they don't discourage anyone if you're real friends.
That's right.
And like, how was your reaction from your parents? Like, if they're okay to tell about that?
My parents, dude, they like now they're okay.
Okay.
Even the video they saw, they didn't understand much. They're like,
Yeah. It's
That
always
happens,
Yeah.
there.
Also, I it's like the video I'm talking about them. So I don't know what they felt. I didn't ask them. You know,
Yeah.
like they saw it's out there. Also, I think they saw me, and I'm like they also were a little surprised that this guy is doing this. Because I had a huge stage fright. Like I didn't do anything in school or college. Occasionally, whatever you do a debate or something. But I was not the guy who go on stage and grab. Like I don't want that. I have a fear. I had a fear. So that first 6 months was like I was
To
just
remove
wanted
that
to be
stage
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand even if I'm not getting laughs. Let me be comfortable. But if the thing is, it doesn't work. Still till today, if I'm on stage and I'm not hearing the laugh, you get uncomfortable. But that is bad. So you know who else is like that? Upmanyu is like that. He needs that laugh immediately. Like I don't know. I'm guessing because I've seen him. That's why he's tight also.
Exactly.
Because they can't handle the silence. There are a lot of comedians like that. They need that laugh. So that's why they become tight.
That's
So
right.
that's also a style of comedy. Other people have different style.
Right.
That's
true.
yeah.
Damn. I don't know. I just hope that I get to someday teach some subordinate about comedy the way you do right now.
Man, that's the thing, dude. Like You ask me like what is comedy, how to do, I'll tell you, and then next tomorrow I'll bomb. That's how it is. Everybody can teach.
I don't know
But
you get to understand the technicalities always, but when it comes to killing in a room, you never
It's
know
always no.
until you
Yes.
kill. No matter how much experience you
man.
have, you never know
Yeah.
until you kill. That's how it is.
Yeah. Also, today we had 2 shows, and both the shows, like second show was so good. So now I'm like very pumped up. Because when if I would have bombed, I would have said no today to do this podcast. I'm serious
Okay.
because I just finished it and I came home. I had lunch and I'm like, because we started last week and today was the best show.
Oh.
So I'm like, fuck, all right, it's a good show today. I had a good day. So let's do it. So that's the thing, dude. Also, there is a saying in all the books you read about stand-up, like you are as good as your last set.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you judge. Doesn't matter. So suppose if somebody is watching Upmanyu for the first time live, and if he bombs, right? They will think that his online videos are good, but I saw him, he was not good.
Overhyped बोल के label कर देंगे. That's how it is. Yeah.
They won't understand that you can have a bad night.
Exactly.
Normal
Yes.
audience, and I understand that they don't know because they are not in the business.
Exactly. That's right.
So that's the thing. Every day you have to be like aaj to I have to kill, otherwise. So that's why all these people like in India right now, like people who kill hard, like really hard. Like I've seen Gaurav Kapoor and Gaurav Gupta. I'm telling you, Gaurav Gupta kills so hard. So Gaurav Kapoor and Gaurav Gupta, they were doing their show in that comedy club. I was hosting that show. It was called something, the Gaurav some show or something, and Gaurav Kapoor went first because he didn't want to follow Gaurav Gupta.
Right.
He's like, you go first, and my god, the way he killed. Same thing, Gaurav Gupta and Pratyush Chaubey were doing a show like 3-4 months before that. I was hosting. Same, Pratyush is like, I'll go first. Like I did well, Pratyush did well, but Gaurav Gupta, he took it to different level. Everybody can see the difference.
Oh.
Like I did well, but that's what my style. Like this, that's my. Pratyush is like more like my style. Like
Yes.
we don't not more energy. So Pratyush Chaubey is one more comic I love. Really, very
even
great comic.
Devesh and
Manik is a big
Pratyush.
fan.
I'm a very big fan of Pratyush
Yeah,
Chaubey
man.
because I like the way. I think the best part about Sumit and Pratyush is that they don't put effort on stage and still they get such huge
Yeah.
laughs. And I'm like, damn.
Belly laughs. They get
That is
belly
an art.
laughs.
Yeah.
That's-
And I'm like,
that's-
that is an
that's
art, like that is such an amazing task to make audience laugh without doing anything on stage. They're just standing like this still, and they hardly like move left to right. That's all they do.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
still
yeah,
get
yeah.
such huge laughs, and I'm like, man, what a level they have. I don't know.
Same. I watched Pratyush Chaubey in Canvas. This is when he was also, and then I saw him like I was performing, he was performing same lineup, and then I kind of like I know
Yeah.
him now. Not friends because he's like a little more senior than me.
Yeah.
I've opened. So when he comes to Bangalore, he asked me to open. So that is a great advantage. Like I opened in Vapor, Indranagar,
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
just before the second wave.
Hmm.
Great. So he had come from Mumbai. He was recording and he said it didn't go well. There were very few audience. You're doing distance show, so he's like,
Yeah,
I didn't get the
distance
laugh
shows,
I
yeah.
want. Yeah, but in Vapor, I opened for him. Okay, but he did really well. So good. Full house, 120 kind of. The 200 seater, but social 120. Very good.
And I like one day I saw his trial show on Zoom, and then I'm like, hey, I'm definitely gonna buy the ticket for your show next week. And he's like, अरे नहीं यार, सेम ही jokes हैं, कहाँ हो गए? He's like, मत खरीदो. He said that. I'm like, damn. He's
so
telling
viewers
someone
who
to
are watching
not
you-
buy his ticket because the show like
to tell
same
you
jokes
on
होंगे तो
YouTube.
कहाँ ही आओगे? पैसे बर्बाद
Yeah,
होंगे.
yeah.
He said this कि कहाँ पैसे बर्बाद करोगे, छोड़ो. He said that. I was like, damn.
Okay, for the viewers, man का context, because he's a comic, उसको free में मिल रहा है. मैं तो audience के तो it's paid.
फ्री
That's
क्या?
what the-
अरे नहीं, मेरे को लिंक नहीं मिला. ही वॉज डूइंग अ प्रॉपर क्यूरेटेड शो कर रहा था वो नेक्स्ट वीक. एंड आई टोल्ड हिम डीएम में कि सर आज आपका ट्रायल शो देखा, क्या किल किया आपने, मतलब मेरे को आपका शो देखने आना है, तो आई विल बाय द टिकट एंड कम. ही इज लाइक कि अरे नहीं यार, क्या ही आओगे, क्यों पैसे बर्बाद कर रहे हो, सेम ही जोक्स होंगे, ज़्यादा कुछ नया नहीं होगा, बाद में आना कभी. ही सेड दैट. लाइक ठीक
Yeah,
है.
that is very Pratyush. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, people love him because he's so authentic on stage. He's being himself. There is nothing, so
Yeah.
people love him. That's something. Yeah, dude, these are the things you have to pick up these things from other comedians. Like, why is he killing? Like, the thing is, everybody who wants to do stand-up, except a few people who want the money part of it, most of them, they want the laugh, right? They
Yeah.
think they are funny. So they're funny, so they go on stage. But if it doesn't work out, so you have to see some other people कि इससे क्या अच्छा चीज मैं सीख सकता हूँ. That's all the thing.
Right. Amazing session. Thank you so much, Somnath.
Thank
You are
thank
you,
you
man.
for
You are one of the sweetest comedians I've ever talked to, and
Yes.
thank
No,
you so
man.
much for giving
And,
us so
whoever
much
said
knowledge.
Whoever said it, it's true that you can get away with any joke.
Yeah.
hey, don't put this on me, man. Like, don't tell me, Somnath told we can do anything. Just do it at your own risk. Dude, just read the room and do it. Like, most people who come
Yeah.
out are open-minded. They, even if they voted for someone like educated people, they're fine, dude. They don't want to go into that thing of क्या बकचोदी. They know कि वो मजाक कर रहा है.
Ah,
You know, that's
right.
And as comics, we don't like literally mean it. It's just for the joke. That's it.
Yeah, man, nobody literally means it. That's true.
अरे यार, मतलब हम लोग सेट खत्म करने के बाद उसके बारे में सोचते भी नहीं कि हमने क्या बोला. लिटरली मतलब अगर लाफ आ गया तो आ गया, नहीं आया तो ओके, इसको डेवलप करना है, दैट्स इट. मतलब फेमिनिज्म के बारे में बात करना है तो हम लोग कोई और ही माइंडसेट के साथ करते हैं यार. ये नहीं कि अरे दोस्त के साथ बात कर रहे हैं एंड देन इज लाइक अरे ये अपने जोक में यूज कर सकता हूँ फेमिनिज्म के बारे में. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. मतलब ये टॉपिक्स के लिए तो आई थिंक नहीं होता है. It's just the quirky observations.
Exactly.
It's just the quirky observations that we find कि oh fuck, मतलब ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही weird है. And then we just say it on stage कि तुमको भी लगता है ये weird है. That's all we do. We test the
That's
audience
true.
कि मुझे तो लगता है, तुमको भी लगता है क्या? That's all. There's nothing like positive or negative that we are saying.
You
That's all
just
there
like
is.
broke down the set like with one line. Like मुझे funny लगता है, तुम्हें भी लगता है क्या? That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
That's like मेरे mind में एक idea आया था, मुझे funny लगा, तुम्हें लगता है क्या? That's what an open mic is basically. That's very nice, man.
तुमको नहीं लगता तो कोई बात नहीं, तुम्हारा पर्सपेक्टिव अलग है, उसे कैंसिल क्यों कर रहे हैं मेरे को यार?
Exactly.
क्या मतलब?
Correct, dude. That's very nice. Yeah, like it'll take time, but people will understand slowly
Yeah.
कि क्या चल रहा है.
आई होप किसी दिन मेरा चैनल फटे और ये वाला स्टेटमेंट ऐसा पूरा वायरल हो जाए. सारा कॉमिक्स ऐसा फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच के साथ एकदम मस्त जोक्स मार रहे स्टेज पे.
They will use your photo.
Oh man.
Yeah.
ये तो इंस्टा पे रील्स बनेगा.
Oh. But thank you so much for doing this, Somnath. I
Thanks
think this was
for
one of
having me,
the
dude.
this was one of the most informative sessions we have ever had about stand-up and how to go about it and stuff like that. So thank you so much for coming here and giving us so much knowledge again on stand-up comedy. We as open micers look forward to all of this knowledge and how to apply it in our sets, in our shows, in our performances, all of it, and how to improve. So thank you for helping us with it. And
Yeah, thanks for having me. Also, मैंने जो भी बोला stand up के बारे में, don't listen to me. Just do it. It's not gonna work out. Just if you want to do stand up, just go on stage. That's it. Just go on stage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Somnath. Thank you, Abhishek, for co-hosting this with me. Amazing session. And to the audience who are new, guys, subscribe करो, free है. कॉमेडियंस ला रहे हैं इतने बड़े बड़े, इतने मिलियंस ऑफ व्यूज़ हैं इन लोगों के यूट्यूब पे। तो सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें अपने दोस्तों के साथ। ऑल ऑफ इट इज़ फ्री। आई एम गिविंग ऑल ऑफ दिस फॉर टू यू गाइज फॉर फ्री। So, and to the audience who are returning, thank you so much for watching my videos. Like, share and subscribe. You guys know what to do. And all of you hit the bell icon so that you get regular updates for my channel. Thank you everyone. Couch Potato signing out.